and what you get is the completed, yeah. Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us once again on the D-Star01 channel. I'm your host Dexter Arafiles, and welcome to part 2 of the Giga Armor Mega Man X from Chogokin. Now I know I said I was going to do a full-on toy review of this guy, but he has a lot of problems and I just want to address them and also give you a fix. If you bought this figure, if you're probably wondering how can I fix this guy, and this is the right video for you. So this is going to be kind of like a fix and a final review for this figure. I've had him for about a week. I've been playing with him a lot, posing him, putting him on rush, everything like that. So now I have a full scope of this figure, and I think it would be easier to explain it in this video rather than my usual toy review format. So let's get right into Rush, because I told you I would show you Rush. So here he is with all of Mega Man's armor put on. And this is when I've also done all the fixes for his armor. So all this stuff does fit really well. The problems that I had was that his shield was not fitting on very well and it would just fall right off. Also, I think this is not really good right here. These are kind of just floating in there. They're held by the leg armor piece. And this kind of is floppy, as you can see. Not really well designed. It could have had like a joint to put that in, like everything else. They all pop into place where they should. This one kind of just chills there and is all loose like that. So he looks really good as is. So let's get into the fixes, okay? So now that I have him all unarmored, I'm going to tell you what the biggest problems are. And this right here is his shield. So let's look right here. What have I done? So these hinges, or these insertion points, I should say, are way too small. Like, if you were to put it into Mega Man's arm before, it would just like fall right out. You can even just flick it, it'll just fall right out. That's not good, okay? You want this to fit really nice and tight. So what I did, I got some super glue, Star Bond right here, and I put a tiny drop. I'm talking like so small. Very, very tiny drop right there and right there. Okay? And then I put a drop of water. And what that does, it kind of gives it like a texturized feel, as you can see. And it also gives like a white matte finish to it. And so what that does, that thickens that up. You don't want to plug this guy in when it's still wet. You want to wait till it dries, especially after the water like evaporates. And then what you get is a nice tight fit. Now let's look at Mega Man here. Really nice tight fit. Not as bad as it used to be. See, I gave it some force there. Really nice. Okay? Now someone sent me a video on the last one on how to fix his shoulder joints, which is the main problem, I think. As soon as I opened it, I had problems with these guys. Now this was horrible. This bad design. This was way too big to fit into this joint, and what would happen is it would just pop out. So someone sent me a link that you have to remove it to pop it back in. And let me tell you right now, as much as that is slightly better, it still doesn't solve the problem that this joint right here is way too thick. So as you can see, I already done some work, and I'm going to show you exactly what I did here. So what you want is you want to get something like this. This is called a micro sanding bit. You can get it as fine as you want. I suggest the finer the better. Okay. This is a 360 grit. And so what I did, I just lightly sanded the bottom to the top of this joint. And what you get is a much thinner joint there. So you don't want to take off too much. You just want to take out little by little and start testing it. And seeing if that will pop right in. If it does, if you look here. Hold on, let's see if I can focus. Okay, if you look here, this is actually quite flush. Before, this was not flush at all. It would just pop out and stuff like that. It was horrible. So now that you got all that settled, That pretty much solves his major problems, okay? Let me get his arm back on here, and then I'll show you. His major problems were the shoulder joints. I think something happened in the processing of this figure, and it just ended up being just bad. It's just the quality control just didn't work out. And it's so unfortunate considering that this guy is so expensive. He's like $120 shipped from Japan. And I love Mega Man X, and I hate to see that this is what's happening to a supposedly quality figure. So unfortunate. But yeah, regardless of that, he does look amazing. And I really have started to like this figure once I started to get the fixes done and everything like that. So let me show you how Rush is built. So you have to put his legs like so, like that. And then these right here are the back boosters. And these are the wings of the Mega Man. Oh, also, this is his belt, and as you can see, it just kind of just falls right out. You could do a super glue fix. I'm actually considering doing that. But as you can see, this is just supposed to fit perfectly, but it falls out. See, this is another problem. It fits perfectly fine on Mega Man, but it doesn't fit fine on Rush. Yeah. I think it's vice versa for a lot of things, like the shoulder joints. Once I fix them, they do fit really well. Also, before I fixed them, unfortunately I can't show you because I just did the fix. Before I fix these, the shoulder joints, I plugged them into Rush just to see if it was the same problem, and it wasn't the same problem. It was like these were made more for Rush than for Mega Man, which makes no sense. It should be made for both. Well, I guess you can't have the best of both worlds. Oh well. So yeah, that part's really loose. I don't like that, but that's really tight on Mega Man. It makes no sense. Also, this right here. So what I just showed you will probably be the end of me, and this has annoyed the crap out of me since I've got him. So these are the feet of Mega Man. They go on the bottom of him, like like that, and he steps on it, and it fits perfectly fine. But for Rush, this is so annoying. I hate how this is designed. So the manual doesn't really tell you because, well, maybe if you understand Japanese, it'll give you a better idea on how to do it. Is you have to kind of hold that there and then pop in this. So it has to kind of like latch onto it. Do you see what I mean? Here, I'm just going to show you it. This took me a long time to figure out. Like, how do you do this? And of course, with Rush's armor pieces not being fully tightened, it could be really tough. So you kind of have to latch it on. Let's see if I can do this. This is really tough because it has to be that you literally have to put both of these on at the same time. Let's see. So if one's on. Yeah, this annoyed me. Give me a second here, guys. This annoyed the crap out of me. I hate this. This is just poorly designed. I'm sorry. And let's see. So now that that's latched on, let's see if I can just. Okay, see how I did that? Maybe you didn't. So basically, once you get ready to snap this down, you have to slide that in real quick, and what you get is the completed, yeah. Let's do that again. My goodness. See, this is annoying. I honestly thought this was the weakest part of Rush. Putting everything else on him was pretty easy, but then this part was just like, what the heck? Why did you guys design him like this? This is just poor design choice. And it should snap, but it's not. Okay. Give me a second here. That should, okay, so it does snap. there you have it. Ugh. Annoying, annoying, annoying. Poor design choices here. Also, his helmet, Mega Man's helmet fits here, and that too has also been falling out really easily. Oh man. So, I guess I love this toy just because he looks amazing. Don't get me wrong, he's probably the best looking Mega Man figure to date. But the problems that we have here are that you just can't fit the armor on correctly. Of course, you're going to have to mod it with the mod I've told you. So yeah, there you have it. And the last thing we want to do today, let's close up this video. I just want to finally put this figure to rest in terms of a review and unboxing, fix, whatever, is let's put him on the bike. So like I said before, you cannot use the armor and Mega Man with Rush like so. And this is also tough because you don't want the wings to fall out, and he has ginormous legs, so you're going to have to find a way to shimmy him in. Oh, yeah, before I forget, put the feet like so, like that, like that. So it should just fit in much easier. There you go, slide right in. Oh, before I forget, there he is on Rush. Is something I really enjoy about this figure. I know I've been talking a lot about its faults, but there's amazing things about him. What I really like here, let me take him off Rush. I want to show you this. This is really worth the time. What I really love is that his blaster piece, see this hand right here? You can open that up and you can flip it around. And what you have here is dual blaster Mega Man. Ooh, look at that. I've always loved this idea of two blasters going akimbo right there. Oh, I love that. That is so cool. Yeah, really love that. Anyway, that's all the time that we have for today. I hope you really enjoyed this figure, or this figure review. If you really want to work on him and you think you want to get him, now you know what to do, then by all means, he's worth the buy. Easily worth the buy. He looks cool. He looks amazing. Once you do all the fixes, sit him up on Rush, or put all the armor and put Rush to the side. And what you have here is one of the best looking Mega Man figures I've ever seen. And Chogokin has done a good job here. Especially I love how these both hands can do that with a blaster. Anyway, that's all the time that we have for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. I'll see you guys next time.
Hey you! Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe. Where? Right here. Not there, right here. You. And thanks for watching. So, rate, comment, and subscribe. Right here, right there, right here.